guys, Miss Mickey here. Yeah, it's me. Look, see? I'm just wearing a mask. I'm being safe because there's a lot of germs out there and we don't want to catch the germs and we don't want to give away our germs. Germs are something we don't share and it's better not to share our germs. So right now we're being safe. We're staying away from people. We're washing our hands a lot. We're coughing and sneezing into our elbows. And we're wearing masks when it's necessary. But right now it's not necessary because I'm sitting here and I'm going to tell you a story. And I think you're going to like it. Okay, look who I have. Do you know who this is? Look, I'll give you a hint. She has a little red cloak and she has a red hood. Oh, I think I heard you say it. Little Red Riding Hood. But look, Little Red Riding Hood's being safe too. She's wearing a mask. And she's wearing a mask because she's going to see her grandma. And her grandma doesn't feel good. So Little Red Riding Hood is going to bring her some soup. Isn't that nice of her? So Little Red Riding Hood was walking through the woods on her way to Grandma's. And she was singing a song. I'm going to my grandma's, I love her so much. I'm going to my grandma's, I'm gonna make a soup. I love my grandma, I'm gonna make a soup. Yeah, so she was on her way to Grandma's, but while she was on her way to Grandma's, there was something watching her while she was walking through the woods. He was hiding in the bushes and sneaking behind the trees. It was the big bad wolf. But look, he's even being safe. He has his mask on too. He was watching Little Red Riding Hood singing that song about loving her grandma and going to make her some soup. And the wolf said, "Oh, I wish I had some of that soup. I don't feel well. Oh, I wish that she would fix me some soup." And Little Red Riding Hood was just going through the woods. I love my grandma, I'm gonna fix a soup. I love my grandma. And the wolf got an idea. He said, I'm going to get to Grandma's house before Little Red Riding Hood. And I'm going to dress up like Grandma. And I'm going to pretend I'm Grandma. Yeah, that's a good idea. And then she'll feed me some soup. That's a good idea. Yeah. And he ran away. He ran off to Grandma's house. Uh-oh. But Little Red Riding Hood didn't know anything about that. And she got further and further into the woods. But when the wolf got to Grandma's house, he went in her bedroom and he put on her clothes. He put on her sleep cap and he put on her nightgown. And he climbed in her bed and he pulled the covers all the way up so Little Red Riding Hood would think he was Grandma. And a little bit later, Little Red Riding Hood gets at Grandma's door and she knocks on the door. And she hears, "Who is it?" And Little Red Riding Hood said, "It's me, Grandma. It's Little Red Riding Hood. I'm bringing you soup to help you feel better." "Oh." "Oh, well then come right in, my dear. I'm in bed. Remember, I don't feel well." So Little Red Riding Hood went in and she went up to Grandma and she's like, "Grandma, I wish I could hug you, but we have to stay safe right now." "But Grandma, your ears are so big. Is that because you don't feel well?" The big bad wolf. He's like, "Oh no, dear. My ears are so big because I just want to hear everything you say." "Oh, Grandma, that's so nice. But Grandma, your eyes are so big." "Oh, sweetie, my eyes are so big because I love to look at you." Yeah. That's it. I love to look at you. Come closer, my dear. And Little Red Riding Hood said, "I can't come closer right now, Grandma, but maybe soon I can. But I'm going to go in the kitchen and I'm going to make you some soup." "Okay, I'll be right back, Grandma." So Little Red Riding Hood went into the kitchen and she found a pot and she was stirring up some soup when all of a sudden she heard the door open. And guess what? In came walking Grandma. And she said, Grandma, I thought you were in bed. And Grandma said, oh no, sweetie, I'm feeling so much better. So before you got here, I went to the store and I got you some cookies. Grandma's cookies. They're always the best. And I made sure I wore my mask while I was out to stay safe. So Little Red Riding Hood said, well then, Grandma, who's in your bed? Somebody's in your bed. Oh, thought Grandma. I wonder who that could be. And Grandma went into the bedroom and she pulled down those covers. She pulled down those covers, and who did she see? She saw the big bad wolf, and she said, what are you doing in my bed? And the wolf said, oh, I'm sorry, Grandma. I just don't feel well, and your granddaughter is so nice and was going to make you some soup, and I just wanted some soup. Grandma said, well, then why didn't you just ask? You could have used your words and asked kindly, can you please share the soup with me? And we would have said, of course we will. So the wolf said, oh, okay, could you kindly share the soup with me? Oh, yes, of course we will. And Little Red Riding Hood said, of course we will. So Grandma went into the kitchen and she cooked up that soup. She did. She cooked up that soup and she brought it into the wolf and she fed him the soup. We have to move your mask a little bit, Mr. Wolf. Oh, he was so excited. Here's some soup. Oh, that's so good. Thank you so much. You're such a nice lady, and your granddaughter is such a nice little girl. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Wolf, and we will take care of you until you get better. Oh, thank you so much. Then Little Red Riding Hood said, Grandma, I have to go home now. It's so nice of you to teach me how to take care of the wolf. I'll take my cookies. Bye, Grandma. I love you, love you, love you. And she blew her kisses. Go, mwah. Yeah, mwah. And then Grandma said, oh, I love you too. Mwah. Mwah. Oh, and then guess what? Guess what? The big bad wolf. He wasn't the big bad wolf anymore. Even my dog liked the story. And he blew them kisses too. Mwah. Mwah. Thank you for being so kind. And they all lived happily ever after. The end. I want to introduce you to the characters in this story because it's a very cool story. Look, this is my story. Look, she's a pretty doll. Little Red Riding Hood. See? Little Red Riding Hood? But guess what? You turn her upside down and move the dress. And there is Grandma. Isn't that funny? There is Grandma. You turn it around and you lift up Grandma's hat and there is the big bad wolf. All in one doll. Isn't that a great toy to have? Yeah. It's a fun story, right? Well, thank you for listening to my story, guys. I'll see you soon. I love you. I miss you. Remember, blow kisses from a distance. Mwah. Wash your hands. Don't share your germs. And cough and sneeze in your elbow. Okay? I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.